Oh. Stanley, did you see those clouds over there, y'all? Look alive there, Marjo. What are you doing? What are you doing there? Hi, welcome to my tube. I'm Marge. I'm a Helka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I feel pretty good. It's haircut day. I love haircut day. Everybody needs a haircut. Feel good, fresh, nice. Clean lines. Edges are nice. Yep. Like my barber. I go to a barber. You like tight lines, you gotta go where the lines are tight. And Calvin does tight. I freaking love it, man. I'm gonna grow it all out. The top. It's gonna look like a horse's mane. It's gonna be cool. So I got a racing stripe in here. Yeah. People, everybody deserves haircuts. That's cool what they do down in LA. The people that give haircuts and stuff to people in the streets. That's badass. I love that shit. We're going back to nature's way. Dude, change don't happen unless pain happens. Pain is, what was that saying? Fear, pain is weakness leaving the body. Pain is weakness leaving the body. Okay, I'll buy that. It works for me. I had a pretty good, I manifested $611 towards the move today. I almost want to make one of those bubbles, those thermometers. Goal. I don't know what the goal is. I'm just trying to, I got about 45 days to move on. So I'm about down to the wire for the next chapter. Just, it's cool. Just everybody's doing it. There's a lot of shifts going on in the world right now. Let me let the girl back in. No, oh, you don't want to go in yet? She said, no, I'm not in the mood. I'm walking around and being a girl dog. Let me be a dog. Be a dog, girlfriend. All animals are even all fired up, too. There's a lot of kinetic energy. See, because people, they're all, whoa! That's what's going on in Oregon today. People are getting free money. Free money! I haven't seen... It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the Golden Ticket. That's what Oregon is. There's like... I got a picture of it. I should put that on InstaSnap. When I was at my bank today. I was at my bank 3 times today. It was a good day, though. See, because they released this like $500 stimulus, or here, I have that article right here. Stanley, do not go hunting right now. It ain't that kind of party. Where is it? I wonder if I'm going to be able to find it. I did take I got screen grabs of it though. There it is. Had a couple photo montages with the critters today. So the state has set aside $35 million. I live in Oregon. For Oregon residents who are facing financial hardship because of COVID-19 and they aren't receiving state unemployment benefits they're owed. Okay. When are you ready to go back in? Oh, you were eating dirt, so now I have mud on my face. That is funny. I got mud on my face. I might have mud on my face. I got mud on my hands. Let's see. I'm not able to look at my face right now. I got mud on my hands. From my dog giving me kisses. Do I got mud on my face? I got mud on my face. I'm no disgrace. It's been a long time since I've had mud. I don't know if I've ever had. You got this little smooch there, Marge. Why don't you show the world your smooch? Do I see anything on my face? Do I look alright? Look alright. Ah, fuck it. Ah, that's what clothes are for. Redden. I'll put I'll smear the mud over the G, make it redden. I'm moving back home soon, somewhere around here. See, I'll be moving up somewhere around this area. Up in the armpit of California. The parts, well, it's all burning down right now. 350,000 acres have burned. Makes me cry. I wept with the earth, but it's a cleansing. See, all that shit has to get cleared away. So it's bittersweet. It's nature. I'm Scorpio moon. Not everything is all love and light, you know. You gotta, like I was saying earlier, the pain happens, and then the growth happens. And look, I think all the cool inventions that are coming out because of shit that's happening in the world. Because people are out of necessity and stuff like that. Because they don't got much because of this shit. So check this shit. If I might make some people angry with this talk here today, but here's the reality of it: is it don't add up. See, they're not good with money here. The people that divvy it out, because check this shit out. The state has set aside $35 million for, okay, I already read that. Oregon can apply for a one-time $500 state stimulus check. Well, that's so nice of you, because it's 30, you got $35 million. Okay. According to the source close to the program, the participating credit unions and bank cut 13,000 checks on Wednesday, giving out 6.5 million of the 3.5 million available. Of the 35 million available. Okay, giving out 6.5 million. That don't even add up. So check this shit out. It gets better. I'm all fired up. Because look, Oregon population, look how many... This is how many people that live in, it's 2019 people total in Oregon. So if there's a program that there's 35 million, how come everybody's not getting $1 million? How come people are getting 500? Now people are gonna start figuring this shit out, and they're gonna go start and getting after theirs. See, because not everybody meditates like I do. Not everybody's cool. Not everybody's calm. Everybody's collective. But everybody is growing in the necessity of something right now. Some potential is growing in everyone, and people that don't have a higher power outside themselves, their potential is likely fear, which fear often is a direct derivative of anger. They're all the same thing. People act the same. So the violence is just going to go. People are going to lose their shit, y'all. They already are. It's just going to get worse. The astrology it's just like they just keep saying it. And then the stuff happens. All the fires. And go read Rick on his community page. Credit to RIK. He's, go read his. He goes back in the timeline, and then think about where you were in the years that the fires were going on and what turmoil was going on in your life. Everything is in cycles. Everything's in cycles. Actually, I was born in San Bernardino, so technically I'm an L alien because it's the same latitude. It's like an hour drive the way I drive. I know traffic and all, but there were times that I've been able to. I've been on LA interstates when there just happened to be like nobody. So, not necessarily bumper to bumper too. So I've seen it in all aspects. So yeah, once people start figuring out, yeah, wait a minute, how does 38 million trickle down to 500? And it was freaking insane. I got a picture of this here. This was right across from my bank. That's a line to the credit union, and it goes all the way up the hill. Now, I didn't know about this. This was my experience with it. I saw something yesterday in it. Oh yeah, that's nice. Another bullshit something or other, another something that they're gonna put you through a fucking pony show to get. They know your social security number. They know where you live. Just cut checks. Just save the people the trouble. Or not cut checks, just direct deposit or whatever, but they have to fill out a paperwork and this application and do it on, and if anything's online, then you're screwing people. So basically, it's to get it, you got to fill out an application that it's yes, yes, yes. You know, they should just be handing out $500 checks, and or they should be like thousands of dollars really. But the greedy greetertons have to, look at the city. Notice this. Look at all the it makes me angry every time I pass a city of Salem truck because they're bigger. They took all the stimulus and they bought themselves fleets of new trucks. Fleets. Brand new, big, stupid trucks. With all the frickin' winches and upgrades and bonuses. Those are like $50,000 a unit. But the people that really need it get $500. It's fucking complete horseshit, and people are gonna start. What's going on in Portland is gonna start happening everywhere because people are just pissed because the freaking rich keep getting richer. The rich keep fucking getting richer. So my experience was I go in to get a haircut because I never qualify. I'm always in that fucking demographic that doesn't get shit. I was thinking about it today. I was like, because technically I don't get my college education or my veteran status incorporated into my pay. I get a $600 allowance that the state gives me because I can't go to work, so they consider me a caregiver for my mother. I don't want to rely on the state at all. One day I'll have enough. I have enough ideas that I can just say fuck you, or I can use that if I could use that for other means. Like I could use it. I got big ideas of what I'm gonna do when I get back to Redden. I could use it towards that, or to help people, to pay it forward, stuff like that. Because that's what life is all about. It's all I'm supposed to do is help people. It's just be of service and do it. Use all my talents and my abilities to make other people's lives fucking better. That's what I'm supposed to live for. And party like a recovering rock star while I do it. Yeah, have a lot of fun while I do it, Dance around while I'm doing it all. And, so I walk in and get my haircut. Calvin's like, "Did you get yours yet? Did you get yours?" I'm like, what do you mean?" And I was like, he's like, "The $500 stimulus check." And I was like, "No, man, that stuff ain't ever for me. I don't count for that shit. That stuff is never for me." And he's like, "No, man, it's a done deal. It's an easy thing. It's been all over the media since last night. It's everywhere. It's blowing up." And I was like, "Well, there are a lot of people out. I noticed it was particularly busy out today." And it was particularly busy today. And I was like, "All right, well, I'll check it out." And he's like, "Yeah, you go to he's like, you go to the credit unions." He's like, "Umpqua Bank is doing it." And I was like, "Well, I'll be damned. I was just at the bank depositing my allowance, my stay-at-home daughter allowance." And I was like, "Huh." And it was like, it wasn't busy. I didn't, there much. I mean, there's like a car in front of me, not business as usual. And then I was like, "All right, well, I'll go back and check it out." And then things had gotten busier while I'd gotten my haircut. He's like, "That's where his coworker, he has a guy that rents a chair from him. That's where he was at. It was at a credit union dealing with that right then for himself. It's if you've been infected and impacted by it." And I'm like, "Dude, I haven't had running water in 3 years because nobody at the city wants to turn a knob at the street. I could do it myself, but then someone would come back down and turn it off. It's stupid. It's dumb. So ain't nobody ever care about Marge and her troubles and her woes. No, that's not true. They do. The Earth Angels are always there. I always have freaking so much to be grateful for. Kitty, 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 Stan Lee, don't do it. Make good choices. Kitty, kitty, meow, meow, kitty, 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 kitty. Cat. Stanley. Come on, man. Don't break the rules. Then you gotta go inside, and it's too nice for you to be inside right now. I don't want to be the disciplinarian. So I was like, "All right, well, when we're done with my haircut, I'll go check it out. We'll see." So, get my haircut, and then go back to the bank, and there was one person in the drive-thru. And I waited. And I waited a while, but that was because the system was taxed. Everybody's on the interwebs. And I was like, yeah, that's it. Everybody's, it's taxed. Everything's taxed. People are taxed. Everybody's just like, up here, the astrology. The CME blast hit, so everybody's all heightened anyway. And then that, so it's just like a freaking vibratory soup, kinetic soup right now that's going on in the world. And people are waking up. It's a beautiful thing. Where are we going? Where are we there? Wait, I always check it up because I picture the letters in my head. Where we go on, we go all. I like we're all connected. Like positive, negative, neutrons, protons. We're all connected. It's science. Yeah, science is fun. So then I went to the bank and then went through the drive-through and I was like, can you explain this to me? Can I make an appointment for that? And they're like, well, you can make an appointment. You can go online. I'm like, well, forget about it because I already know your IT department's a nightmare. Because I've told them about issues that they need to address. Because that's what I went to college for. So I let them know. I've done it with, I just tell people, hey, this is a glitch in your system. You might want to address this with your IT department. It'll make your life better. I'm a human-computer interface aficionado in everything. Cat. And so they know me at the bank. And so they put me on mute. And then a woman comes from in front that I never saw before. Hi, Tammy. I hope you're watching or you see this one day. It was very good to meet you. I forgot to say that. And shake your hand. I didn't do that either. I should have hugged you is what I should have done. Cat, you go over. You're going inside the house. I'm not even going to feel bad about it because you know better now. Stanley, make good choices. Oh, nope. He's up on the wall. Chill. He's like, all right, he went and parked it on the sunning chair. Good choice, Cat. He went and parked it on the sunning chair. He's testing. Everybody's testing. Let's see how far I can go before we get caught. Yeah, but homie don't play that. Homie don't play. Sometimes I play. I love playing. But there's times, no, homie don't play. So, Tammy came out and she explained it to me and I was like, oh, and she's like, she goes, you can go to these credit unions. And I was like, I bank here. See, I like familiar and same for this particular reason. Because, you're good to people in the community. People in the community are good to you. Is what is we're going back to grassroots USA. And she's like, and they said, okay, you gotta go on. And after I said I'm not doing that online, they're like, and then Tammy comes out and she's like, if you fill this application out, she's like, pull out around in front, she let me fill out the application right then. I gave her my driver's license and then she's like, I'll take care of it. And I said, I was so grateful. I was so grateful because I take care of my mom. I just get my allowance, but I don't. People have been getting like $600 a week. I get that like every 2 weeks. That's and I still manage to save because I scrimp and I live on nothing. And I make my can of cookies and I give them out in the community, and then good things come back to me like this. Let me be a lesson to you, kids. You do good, good comes back to you. You do bad, bad comes back to you, yeah. So did what I was supposed to do. I thought it was gonna be weeks. Like, oh yeah, in a couple of weeks, so I'll just because I'm trying to move. I'm trying to manifest money. So I come home, I meditate, state for about an hour. Blissed out, got zen, flew around the dimensions, cleared my energy field from all the excitement, just checked out because you can tap out. Because when you can tap out and meditate, you can do that when people are wound up in the world and everybody else is freaking out. I'm just like, dude, why are you tripping, man? Why are people tripping out, man? So everybody, because people just like, they boil. People are like water and soup. They get around each other, they get worked up, they get fired up. There's either they're going to come together and be cool and you know, make friends around the people you're standing in line with, because people are standing in line by the hundreds. 38 million down to freaking 500. You think the people that live in the states in which you think we're stupid? That we can't do math? Because evidently you fucking can't do math, Katie Brown. There was a booth I saw that recalled Katie Brown. I freaking wanted to stop, but I was on my way to the laundromat to share my experience with my friend, and ended up getting a cup of coffee with my friend, so I opted to save that for another time. Maybe they'll be there tomorrow, and I'll tell them about my videos and how, oh, I'm all for it. She's just a mean girl. She just got old and grew up, and now she's making everybody pay. Whatever, she fucking wrecks everything. She's like a Medusa, really. Only not really the actual storyline. She's just cold and hard and stony. And ugh. Anyway, enough of that. About that. We want to keep it high and light today. So, Tammy, yeah. So, I came out of meditate state to a voicemail and says, "Hi, Marge. This is Tammy from Coke Bank, and we got a cashier's check for you whenever you want to come down and pick it up." And I was like, "Oh my god, wow, already?" And then somebody, thank you, Laura, to contributing to me and Mom moving, contributed to the channel, me and Mom. The Heyoka tiny tube, $111. So it was like, man, I went and got a haircut and ended up manifesting $611 today. So that was a good day to go back to Northern California and help, because I gotta help heal, put shit back together. There's just much better ways of doing things. They waste. They don't have a budget. They don't know how to make things last and things like that. So I'm here to help teach lessons like that is all. I'm just here to correct. I got freaking a lot of experience. Lots. My resume is stacked. So, and then, see, this is why I was able to help a woman today. Hopefully. Yeah. I think she'll like them. In the community, I give my cookies away. My good karma cookies with the K. I give them away to people 21 years and older, gotta be of age, as tokens of Heyoka. You know, it's medicine. And so I was able to give a recipient was a woman stage 4 cancer. So hopefully that, and the cool part of it is and I cut them in pieces. I'm like, dude, if she doesn't, like, each piece is a 20, you know, they're medicine, man. They make everybody, your body pain is inflammation. That's all when things hurt, it's tissue, skin tissue that's inflamed for some reason. And usually, like, joints hurt because they're inflamed because people have too much weight on them and never move them around enough. So people are going to start going back into the Richard Simmons. That stuff is coming back around. Like the girls with the poison pants. I call them poison pants with the slit jeans. I've been seeing a lot every year, you know, with the first day of school, new stuff. You see the trends that come back around with the cycles of, you know, of the planets, you know. It's, everything's secular, and people just always kind of end up doing the same thing over and over until they start coming up with better ideas for having necessary reasons to come up with better ideas. And now we have all kinds, because there's fires, you know, California's burning down, getting this great cleanse, earthly cleanse. You know, hurricane season, the earthly cleanse is happening there, you know. It's the season of the great cleanse, because people gotta wake up and be good to each other and love each other and be kind to each other. And it ain't about money, you know. It ain't about money. There's no spirit in that. People are coming back into their spirit. Some people are waking up rudely and they don't like it and they're freaking out. They'll be alright. They'll be okay. Eat some cookies. Some good karma canna cookies. You'll be alright. They're transcendent, man. They're freaking badass. Everybody loves my cookies. because I make them with Heyoka, with love. I put my me in it when I make the butter, and I just want people to feel good, and that shows, and my cookies know it. And I don't have no secrets in them. I use the Toll House recipe, but I just make can of butter in my mini little crock pot, and then I use like ice cream, the mini ice cream toppings, and I use different variations of flavors that I think would that you know. And I go off. And when I have a kitchen that I can expand and do more and stuff, and have and have it like set up how I want it and stuff, I'm gonna do like really like more fun, like I don't know, some kind of a turtle caramel walnut chocolate variation. Just get funky with it, with the can of cookies, and just, you know, I give them out, put them out to the people that I'm supposed to come align with, and then it comes back to me, Has the lady hand me a check, I was able to help this over here, and then boom, boom, you know. We're all connected. We got to take care of each other. We're just one big happy family. How long have I been running my mouth? Ooh, half hour? Yeah. See, in Mount Shasta, I wonder if Mount Shasta's gonna pop. I would love to see Mount Shasta blow. I would love to be there and watch her go. Driving by. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, waking up, girl. You waking up, girl? Hi, Erin. How are you? I hope you're good. I was wondering if you are gonna get a reading still. Yes, where we go one, we go all. That's it. I try and picture that in my head, and then where we go one, we go all. We're all connected. I get all Rain Man with it. They're all fucking idiots. They're just run by retarded fucking people. They're all poli-sci-grads. They're what happens. Portland is Portlandia is whatever it's just so weird. I don't even like going there. I haven't. And the wind blew up and the freaking rake just fell over. It's where I got my tattoo. I love it for that reason. Fortune tattoo, Stephanie. But I'm getting old lady skin. I've been so fat, it's all loose. Keep it tight, Marjo. Keep that shit tight. Look at that. It's like, this is where Benny knows how to pinch. Benny, he's such a little dick, my problem child, my Basset, my big bit. He's such a dick, man. Cat's like, what fell, dude? Portland is so stupid because all they know how to do is just piss away money. And it's other people's money that they piss away. And it's just so, the people there are so weird. They're just not my vibe, man. Never has been. See, that's the thing is when I moved here, I moved here in an idea of how Portland was in the 90s. Because I did a road trip with the gal who I rent her house. It was synchronistic how I ended up renting the house from her. That we did a mass dash when I was 15 and a half. I don't even think I had I just always drove. Hey, I'll drive. Let me drive, because I just like figuring stuff out, and because I can see the mechanics in my head and how things work, and anyway. I like to drive a lot. I'm a gearhead. I'm a gearhead, and so she was swapping out a car north of Seattle, so we drove from Redding, north of Seattle. Slept for a couple hours. It was real chilly. Back down to Redding to a school dance. In time for a school dance. In less than 24 hours. That was like one of my crazy, stupid what you do when you're young things. It was a wild mad dash. That was like that was a good time. And fond memories. And and so everybody is feeling these cycles of like the good times when they're a kid. So we're going back to kid justice. We're going back to playground rules. See, and the thing of it is not everybody's cool. So once people start doing the math about like the bullshit, the beautiful shit that they're freaking the bullshit like the 35 million that trickles down to 500 because you guys are buying yourselves fleets of new cars and new body armor and all this bullshit to freaking beat up on your own population and to keep freaking painting the streets. Go look at my Salem greed folder. I have a whole playlist. I haven't had running water because of their fucking bullshit. They're just stupid and they're mean and dumb. If they don't like you, they will fucking make your life miserable. It's all a bros club. Everything's a bros club, and now they're just they're proving me right now. They're proving me correct. See, cuz they didn't know they didn't know who I was. They didn't give me the benefit of the doubt. They must have thought I was somebody else, see. They didn't know that I've been collecting data since I was a little girl, and I've known shit, and I've seen shit, and I've been around a lot of shit, and I know how things work. I'm real good at it. Deciphering things. Everything's a puzzle, and I figure shit. People are puzzles. That's all people are, just puzzles. And mostly people are the same. Every now and again you come across somebody that's different, somebody that's worth the time of trying to figure out, hey, what are you about? You're a little bit different. You're a little bit different. What are you about? Tell me about you. Sometimes you run across people that you're saying freak crap, and it don't matter what they look like, and it ain't even gotta be sexual. What? It ain't always about sex. What? It's not about chasing sensations and putting things in places. What? Intimacy isn't about fucking. What? There goes the population numbers. Nah, 9 months from now, population. Yeah, I know it. 9 months from now, population. Boom. 9 months from now. Look, I had photo montage with me and the cat today. Boo boo boo. Me and my cat clowning around. Me and my cat. Oh, well, that's not a flattery. That's a terrible. We keep the bad ones too, because you can't be all 100%. There, that's a cute one. Mom's like, you're so photogenic. I'm like, Mom, shut up. I don't say shut up. I say, Mom. I get embarrassed. Sometimes I get bashful with compliments. I get shy. I'm like, Mom, it's your face. See, that's why you got to be good to your parents. It's a trip, because when I was a little girl, I'd look in the mirror and I'd be like, I couldn't see how I looked like my mom at all. Those were the feminine aspects that I denied in myself. I couldn't deny those feminine aspects, so I'm like, and people are like, you look just like your mother. I'm like, no, I don't. I look just like my dad. Because I identified with all his aspects, because he was all but then he did all the gross stuff that, because I was a girl, you don't do to girls. And he was in all those systems that is directly intertwined with all that gross, seedy shit. He was a truck driver. He worked in the oil fields, all that shit that fucking people take kids every day, and then they take them to those places to put their parts in there, and it's disgusting. And go watch Longmire. Those stories are true. Happens all the time, man. People disappear every second, every day. I just know how they disappear. I'm just here to help teach, like truck drivers. I know a woman. Her account is one got in front of her and one got inside, and she was on a rural interstate, back highway interstate, on the way from Nebraska to Montana, and they ran her off the road. Luckily, a third semi came along and disrupted the account. I know a woman, her account, at a convenience store, 12 years old. 2 men in a van, grab her, pull her in. Her friend was just like, my friend just got taken by 2 men in front of me. We were just up here buying some soda, gum, and, chips. My friend just, took off. Girl was taken. They had her way with her, 12-year-old girl, all night long. Dumped her in the street, middle of the night. She walked in, then she got yelled at, or she got scolded by her mother. You know, this happens every day. And for the people that just la 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 la, it's insulting to ignore that we don't exist. I was raped when I was 10 months old. It's insulting when people say, no, that doesn't happen. When I say, when this is what happened to me when I was, no, that doesn't happen. Let me sit down and talk with me for an hour, and I'll tell you of all the accounts of all the carnage of disgusting, low, vile shit I've seen no vibrational beings do to chase sensations and live in ego. Because they're freaking gross, satanic, just disgusting. Just their will, thy be done. Their will, thy over any other higher power. They don't bow to nothing. They just go around, do whatever they want. And then they love watching shows and making shows like Lucifer #1, because maybe he's not such a bad guy after all. I just get all worked up about stuff. But I think that's about... Wait, what time did I start? 1/4 after? I've been going on for about 45 minutes. That's... Ooh, snap. That is about all I got for now. Wait, let me say hi to folks in the talkie room. Herding cats, exactly. They're freaking... That's what happens when everybody gets a fucking award. Yeah, we're there. We're already there. They just have to pull the switch for universal basic income. They just gotta fucking do it. Just stop talking about it. But see, that's how manifestation works. Alright, kitty. Everything is cycles. He wants his dinner. Around 7. He's like, alright, I'm done. I want a snack. I want to go in and eat some food. And then he'll want out in about an hour. He'll be like, meow, meow, let me out. And I'm like, alright, let's go smoke a J. Not him. Cats don't do that. People... I used to know a girl that works in vets, and that is one of the #1 things that animals are in for, because stoners are not responsible, and your animals get your shit and you poison them. Learn how to take care of your shit, man. You gotta be cognizant, and kids too. Orange juice reverse the effects in human beings if they get in there, and I guess imagine it could do the same thing. No, I know how to induce vomitings, so usually I'm about 98% effective of that. So I'm pretty cognizant though. So, and like today, I was like, Mom, people are just crazy. They're just not thinking. Like I was on my way to the laundromat. There's an automobile in front of me, and this guy was old anyway. And when I mean that is like he's just so slow. Like he is almost probably shouldn't be driving. That's the kind of person that was in front of me. And so there's a lot of those in Oregon. A lot of them. So many people. And there's a woman that just killed people on it, and just because they just tune out. They just, because driving puts you in meditate state. They fall asleep. It's just people just zone out. You can't in the military. You can get in trouble for driving too many hours straight, because it's the equivalency of sleep deprivation is the equivalency of driving while intoxicated in many studies. So it's impairment, But anyway, so the person in front of me, green arrow, he starts to go. Old lady, shouldn't be driving. Breezes through the intersection. He brakes. I brake. I'm like, and the big red truck don't stop on a dime all the time. But we were just starting to go because it just turned green when old lady pulls in. And then he starts to go. Freaking second car pulls through the intersection. I'm like, and I'm loud. I am so loud. People hear me when, cause in the window down, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And girl, like young, early 20s, she was like, "I'm sorry." You could tell she was sorry. Like she wasn't looking at the light. She followed the old lady. She was probably on her phone, saw that the old lady went, didn't look at the light, and then followed her. Is my guess as to what happened. And then and she was instantly sorry. The thing is, psychopaths, narcissists, and all that, they don't care. I've like waved people on, stop traffic to let people go, because if I don't, I know that they're gonna be stuck there for like probably 5 minutes, kind of thing. Because there's certain times a day that people are less likely to let people in, and this is one of those times. Not everybody is like, "Oh, after you." No. There's been plenty of times that people have just let me sit. And sit. Yeah. Just because people are freaking racist, they're sexist, they're ist, they're just bigots. They just got hurt by somebody or an idea they got by somebody when they were a kid. Now they're old and they're bitter and they're taking it out on everybody, and they just need a little extra love right now. So the sun is blasting people with love. The CME blast hit today, everybody's just all high kinetic, so, but there's a lot of good stuff coming out. I'm gonna go watch an episode. I'm gonna eat me another cookie because I can. Wake up tomorrow, make some butter, and then mom's been having a good day. We're having a lot of fun. In the morning after breakfast, we got a date. I'm gonna give her a manicure. I bought her a new color today. That'll be our new thing that we do. She just lights up. Oh, I feel they're so pretty. She has the nicest hands. They look kind of like mine. They are mine. They're her hands. That's why people be good to your parents, because one day, if you're lucky and you get to get old, your face is gonna be their face looking back at you. It's a freaking trip, because I think in all terms of all times, because when I look at old pictures of my grandmother, and she was born in 1919, beautiful, Edith W. Hessick was a gorgeous woman, Sagittarius sun, Grandpa Butch, Leo, August 6th, Leo sun, they fire, lustful, a lot of fire, and then he had fire, but he was a drinker. Her fire and ambition was different. She became a real estate agent at 42 and sold her last house at 82, 80. Real ambitious, like the American Beauty type, control. I gotta make everything look great. Everything's wonderful. Everybody has their family secrets, and that's the thing, is the truth is always comes out, and so shit that everybody's truths are coming out. So that's why I always just tell my dirt. I just tell, hey, I fuck up. I do stupid shit. This is what I do. This is what I did. I just try not to hurt other people when I'm freaking being cloddily flippant through my own life of screwing around, trying stuff out. Just because I'm a jackass. Just because I'm a clown. I'm experimental. This is for Robin Williams, Popeye. I watched the movie when I was 3. It came out when I was 3. Those are real life lessons, man. Life ain't all love and light. There's a lot of dark and shadow shit, but good shit happens in shadow too. It ain't all bad. It's all how you look at it. What did I call it? Talk. Did I hit on what I was going to talk about? I'm really running my mouth today. So, I think that's about all I got. I hope you all have a rad evening. Peace. Where's that stop stream button?